Let's just talk about James Wood here for a second. He's hitting 275. I think he went 1 for 4 yesterday. Just kind of give me your overall take on his first 10 games or so.
Outstanding first couple of weeks in the big leagues. Imagine being 21 years old, thrown into the big leagues, and hitting in the middle of the lineup, playing a position that you rarely played before, and facing a million left-handed pitchers. So
right,
it's been challenging for him, but I think he's taken it great. He's one of those low heartbeat guys. Doesn't get too flustered or too worried about anything, and you could see how the ball comes off his bat. It's special. It sounds different, and it reacts different. We want him to be an all-around player, offensive and defensive and base running and that type of thing. And I think you could see him, improving on a daily basis, in left field and on the base paths and in the batter's box. He's, you can see the way they pitch him already. They're cognizant of who he is and what he can do and how he can affect the game. So they pitch him very carefully, and it's for a reason.
Yeah. And props to CJ Abrams, who's going to the All-Star game in Texas to represent the Nats. Awesome. Just having a really good year. And, we kind of talked about it. I think I predicted he was going to be an All-Star either this year or next year. I said maybe next year. But I hit it on this year.
Back padding.
A little back padding.
I appreciate that.
I think you're right on both counts.
I think Mike deserves a little more credit than you, Jason.
I would say so.
You probably do. But he's having an unbelievable year. Just give me your thoughts on him going to the All-Star game.
Yeah, well, deservedly so. I also think Irvin's deserve it of it,
right.
And Finnegan is deserve of it, and who knows, they may go too. But CJ being picked, I think, is a great honor to him and to his family, and to the development people in our system that have really kind of fine-tuned his approach at the plate, his hitting stroke, and that type of thing. And he came as advertised with an unbelievable skill set. But the type of guy he is, and person he is, and worker he is really a testament to who he is. And Davey's done such a great job with him, and Darnell and CJ with offensive part of it, and Ricky Gutierrez and Miguel Cairo it can't go understated what they've done with this guy. They've worked with both of our young middle infielders exhaustingly on a daily basis. To refine their game and offensively and defensively and base running wise, and I think you could see the remnants of their hard work. I think that you're seeing these players ascend, to a higher level. And like I always say, these development curves are not always linear, and they're not always pointing straight north. There's some dips in the road and that type of thing, and there's slumps, there's base running slumps, there's defensive slumps, and you've got to navigate your way through these things to this 162 in 185 days. And that is to me the key developmental aspect when you get to the big leagues. You get to the big leagues, you've got here. You still have to improve. You still have to play better. You still have to get better and make adjustments in the league. But the adjustment of playing 162 games in 185 days is the separator from average to good to great to Hall of Fame. And I think that you're seeing these guys learn each and every day and get better each and every day. With some back steps and some side steps along the way and some hiccups, but you can't tell me that you can't see the ascension to all these young players. And I think that when you factor that in and our young pitching, the way it's pitching, and the players that we have coming up, and payroll flexibility, you can't be enthusiastic about where this franchise is going in the future.
Specifically, one of those guys you developed, and we've talked about him on the show before, is Luis Garcia. It's crazy. He's been around since 2020. He played 40 games for you in 2020, but he's still only 24 years old. Is this what you envision from him? He's double-digit stolen bases already. He's double-digit home runs with 10 home runs. Is this what you envisioned out of Luis Garcia?
Well, we always knew he could hit. He's got you guys see it. He's got the hands of a hitter. He's got the quick twitch, the handsy, risky type of stroke. And to his testament, we told him to go this off season, get yourself in great shape, get stretched out, be more flexible, have more athleticism and range, and he did. He cut weight. He came in good shape, and you could see his defense has improved from a below average defender to now a solid average guy in the big leagues. He turns the double play like few second basemen in the league do, and I think the power aspect is coming back. Now, that power aspect it's a two-edged sword. It's a fine line. When we try and hit too many home runs, we don't hit enough home runs and we don't make enough contact. But when he's online with his stroke and he stays in the zone, he's got a chance to be a really, really good hitter and an impactful player for us as a middle infielder, which I think he's really showing the maturity of his game a little more this year than he has in the past.
I mean, the lineup yesterday, JP mentioned Garcia 24, Lipscomb's 24. I think Young is 24. CJ's 23. Woods 21. I think the oldest guy in the lineup yesterday must have been Ramirez. I don't even think he's 30. But you had to have one of the youngest lineups in baseball yesterday.
Yeah, I think that it's no secret that we're a rebuilding organization, and but I think you see with these young players, I think we're the second or third youngest roster right now on paper, and Irvin's 26 or 27, but just has 1 year in the less than 1 year in the big leagues. So you run out a team that's young and up and coming, and getting their feet wet in this marathon of a major league season. So we're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to the consistent improvement on a daily basis. I think that our next focus and our next goal is to play cleaner baseball and to eliminate the mistakes on the bases and that type of thing. Physical errors are physical errors, so those things happen. But the mental mistakes and the running into outs is something that we have addressed and we have to improve at. So I think that the second half of the season you're going to see a huge focus put on, and the onus will be on the players to focus and concentrate on those aspects of the game. This thing's not only about when you're in the batter's box. This game is a mentally exhausting game. Mm-hmm. When you're in the field, there's 250, 300 pitches a game, right? And defensively, you've got to get yourself in your pre-pitch preparation and your focus. So for 150 pitches a game, which at the end of the game, you should be mentally and physically exhausted each and every game after it. And that's, again, part of the development at the big league level of these players. We can try and duplicate it in the minor leagues, but once you get to the big league stage, it's just amplified greatly to the focus that you need and the energy and stamina that you need to focus in on this thing for 161 games.